The marketing team wants to log in and start using account engagement, Pardot, but is unsure where to log in and access the tool. They also want to understand how they will be able to better interface with the sales team now that they are using Salesforce CRM plus Marketing Cloud in order to successfully roll out their ABM program. So the first thing we're going to look at here is we're going to go to login.salesforce.com. And I just want to reemphasize some of the previous context that was laid in relation to having visibility into what the other branches or wings of the organization, departments are doing, marketing, sales, service. The great thing about account engagement plus Salesforce is it allows you to have full visibility into what everybody else is doing. We have shared prospects here that we're able to look and see where they're at in the marketing nurture process. And then we'll talk more about, timing and such for when we want to start syncing those up to the Salesforce database and assigning them to a sales rep. We'll get into all of that. But the thing that one of the biggest value adds of having account engagement as your marketing automation platform is the ease of integration with Salesforce. You're working on one platform. You have one user login at this point, which is enabled through SSO. And so I'm just going to show you here. We're going to login.salesforce.com. I'm going to pull in my credentials here through 1Password. And we are logged into Marketing Cloud Account Engagement, which is at this point basically a Lightning app that sits within your Salesforce instance. So if you're visiting the tool or logging in for the first time and you've been working with your Salesforce admin to ensure that you have the proper permissions to access it, you may for the first time be logging into a different app. Typically clients will be logging into a sales app, or maybe you have some other custom app that you've built within your organization. So this might be the view of what you're looking at. So in order to access account engagement, we can go to this series of dots in the left-hand corner, which is called the app launcher. We can click here. I have mine ordered so that account engagement is on top. But if you don't see that, if you're following along today and you already have licensing and you have an org, you can search it. You can type in account engagement, or you can click view all, and then we can open up the app that way. Also within the app launcher here, you see Analytics Studio, which is the app that allows us to run CRM analytics. So we'll be opening that up later on today as we get into the marketing attribution and ROI conversation. So I'm going to click back into account engagement here. And the great thing about this is if your users are already Salesforce users, familiar with Salesforce Lightning, this looks exactly like Salesforce Lightning because it's built in Lightning. And so the tabs are going to look familiar to you. Obviously, you're going to have to go through a process of getting familiar and knowing where to go to find all of your information. You'll spend a lot of time in the prospects tab. You'll spend a lot of time under account engagement email or content, which is where you can find your forms, landing pages, folders, files, things like that. So I encourage clients to, get in the system, click around, get familiar as you're logging in for the first time.